Hi there, Cole. Hope you're enjoying your time at Cancun. This is your video lesson for today. Three things I want to talk about. At the end of the video, if you have any questions or want me to look at anything, feel free to shoot a message on over and I will do my best to answer. So, cool. Let's get to it. First thing is kind of a continuation of what we did at A minor pentatonic, except for now we're going to move it up to E minor pentatonic. Remember that we did our A minor pentatonic box here, the box 1, right? The 5 8 5 7 5 7 5 7 5 8 5 8, right? We had that because this note right here is A. That is A minor pentatonic. If we take that, and you might already know this, but I was going to do it as a review. Let's make sure we're all on the same page. We're going to take this A right here. We're going to scooch this up here to the E at the 12th fret because that's that name of that note there. It's the octave. E, and then we have another E up here, and we're going to go same kind of pattern. 12, 15, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 14, 12, 15, 12, 15. Right? You already know that, so I'm not going to bother tabbing it out for you, but for whatever reason, if you forgot about it, feel free to have your mom or dad shoot me over a message, and I'll be more than happy to write that out for you. What you're going to do is that same procedure that we did down here at A minor pentatonic by making some melodic motifs or melodic ideas. Remember, you start off with the sequence right here. I'm going to start off with a 3-note sequence. What I'm going to do, I'm here in the middle of the scale. We use our rhythm chart to come up with some sort of rhythm based off that. Right? And I'm going to throw a guitar effect in at the end. Right? So there's my first idea. And then this next thing that you do is you come up with an augment that idea. You would extend that idea just by a little bit, something like this. Something along those lines right there. Change it up a little bit. So if you're A, A augmented, fragment, that little fast thing I did. Right, so see if you can come up with some ideas. Don't just make one and play the one all week. Don't do that. Make like one, and then like the next day make another, and then the next day make another, and then the next day make another. And then practice playing those back and forth. So don't just like make one idea for a 2-measure idea, and then like that's all you practice. So like, do not do that. Make one, practice it, the next day make another one, practice it, next day make another one. Write them down if you have to, or have your parents film them for you so you remember what you did. All right, so do that for me. Next is another CCR tune. This one pairs well with Susie Q. It works as like a nice what we call a mashup. It's Born on the Bayou. It sounds like this. Right, so the first thing there is a brand new chord for us. It's E7. We got ourselves an E chord, right? So we have our normal E chord, the one we did for like Wild Thing. We have this here, and then we take our pinky, and we're going to stick this right here on the note D. You know that from your note reading. This is the note D right here on the 2nd string 3rd fret. We've added D to that E chord. We get ourselves a nice E7 chord. Right? So we got that. What he does when he plays that, he does staccato. What I'm doing there with my left hand is this. I'm not lifting my fingers off, right? I'm not flicking them away. I'm releasing pressure. I'm still maintaining contact with the string. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There should be 7 strums there. Bum, 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 bum. Practice the staccato first by itself, and then what we'll do in a couple weeks is we'll stick those two things together. D, A, 1 strum apiece. And the idea is take what you did. Stop. There we go. The idea is you take what we did with the E minor pentatonic Bach soloing, and then we turn this into a jam tune. What works really well, and hopefully we can do it for the recital, is we'll do Susie Q, and then we'll do like a jam session. We'll segue into Born in the Bayou, and then we'll come back out and do Susie Q on the way back out. And if we do that, people have done that before. It's like really cool. People are like, oh my god, they changed songs, then they come back and do the original song. So that'd be kind of something fun to do. Oh no, Matt did it for our last recital. We snuck that in there. So like I said, just learn that chord for me this week. Practice that lifting off the staccato shape, but don't feel like you have to put that in the progression quite yet. And then lastly, if you have time, that's all kind of a lot right there, but we can talk more about this next week as we do the riff that's in the song. You usually get that E7 chord on the fretboard, right? And then what you do is you pick 6, 5, 3, 6, 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So I'm just holding that chord shape down. All I'm doing is picking string 6, string 5, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Come on, string numbers. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Practice in pieces first. Get that down. Then practice this. Practice that. Right, and then put it all together. Right? And if you do all that, we'll have a cool jam session in there, and we have a fun time. Awesome, so practice those 3 things. Have a good rest of your trip, and I will see you same time next time. Take care.